Hi and welcome everyone. My name is Mike Manarani. I am an Office Apps and Services MVP and I focus on Office 365 and doing a lot of work with the community, a lot of blogging, a lot of podcasts, and a lot of speaking around North America.
And I'm Antonio Mayo, and I'm also an Office Apps and Services MVP. Also love being part of this community. I love speaking at events and sharing blogs and technical information with the community.
So welcome to M365 Voice. So what is the M365 Voice? It is, we call ourselves the voice of M365 to the community. We will be talking a lot about the M365 platform, a lot of announcements, new features, deployment best practices, deployment scenarios, what's our experience with the platform, and we'll be sharing all this information with yourselves as well.
And Mike and I we're both consultants. We both share this kind of information with our customers all the time. They often ask us about Microsoft 365, about Office 365, and what they need to do there and how we can help them. And we thought it'd be really beneficial if we share this information with you, the community, as well through this podcast. So Microsoft 365, when you look at it, it's really an offering, a product offering that bundles Windows 10, Office 365, and the Enterprise Mobility Plus Security Suite. So those are the products that we're going to be focusing on. We're going to share products and updates, features, announcements, best practices, information that we learn from the community. We're going to be sharing that with you across those three product offerings. Now, we both focus on Office 365 and the Enterprise Mobility Plus Security Suite, but we'll find ways to bring Windows 10 into the discussion as well, which is also, of course, part of Microsoft 365.
Exactly. So we'll be having some guests as well from across the platform. We will be publishing the podcast on a monthly basis to multiple platforms, to the YouTube channel. So look for M365 Voice on YouTube. We will publish it on the Apple Podcast as well as this website, m365voice.com.
Now, some of the topics we're going to focus on are the things that Mike and I in particular are passionate about. Myself, a lot of my work and a lot of my interest lies in security, compliance, and information governance, and those are the areas that I do a lot of work in. So a lot of my talks will probably be about the Enterprise Mobility Plus Security Suite. That tends to be where a lot of my work focuses, and I share that information with the community. And Mike, what are you going to be talking about?
Oh, the passion. Being a SharePoint person forever, doing SharePoint since 2001 and transitioning into Office 365, my passion still is in the SharePoint world. I do a lot of migration. So for the past, I would say 5 to 6 years, all I have been doing is deploying Office 365, deploying SharePoint Online, migrating into SharePoint Online. So a lot of migration topics I've done before, tenant to tenant migration. So I am really passionate about intranet, the Power Platform tools, Microsoft Teams, OneDrive, and Search. I love doing this. I love talking about them. So this is my main focus.
That's great. The tenant and tenant migrations lately is particularly interesting because we see that a lot in mergers and acquisitions. So when two organizations get together, they decide to merge, or one acquires the other, and they both already have a meaningful presence in Microsoft 365. How do they combine their organizations when they're already in the cloud? So that tends to be a pretty detailed, interesting topic.
Okay, yeah, exactly. I think we can spin off multiple topics from that tenant to tenant migration and M&A, because it touches pretty much everything from an M365 platform. So I'm sure we'll be talking about it in the future podcasts.
Yeah, and myself, I'm looking forward to sharing as much as I know about Office 365 and Microsoft 365 security. We've seen a lot of great new capabilities come out in the platform. Microsoft continues to invest there, so I'm looking to share those types of best practices and information about those features with you all that are listening to our podcast. Awesome.
Looking forward to it. So what are we going to do next?
So we've got two great guest speakers coming up, Lori Pottmeyer and Caruana Gatimu. Both focus on Microsoft Teams, which is a huge topic for clients looking at Microsoft 365 lately. We feel fortunate to have them coming to our podcast because they're everywhere. They're in the community, they're speaking to everyone, and they're great to talk to. They're just so open and available to share information with everyone. So we feel fortunate to be having them on our podcast. We're looking forward to talking to them.
Awesome. Really, we're looking forward to talking to both Lori and Caruana, and we will be publishing the podcast with them pretty soon.
Yep. So thanks for joining us. Please look for our next show. Our website is www.m365voice.com. So please check there for updates and for future editions of our show.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks.